Let's be honest, everyone is talking about AI, but almost no one is talking about how to actually make money with it. In fact, for a lot of companies, AI is just a money pit. Today, we're going to change that. We're going to give you a simple, actionable framework to turn all that AI hype into actual, measurable ROI. Okay, let's dive right in with a problem that should be keeping every executive up at night. I'm talking about the AI ROI paradox. So you've got companies pouring millions, literally millions of dollars into AI. The average spend is nearly $2 million bucks. But are the people at the top happy? The answer is a pretty resounding no. In fact, get this, less than 30% of leaders say their CEOs are actually satisfied with the return they're seeing on their AI investments. That is a huge, huge disconnect between the spending and the results. Now, this isn't a sign that AI is failing. Not at all. It just means the hype is finally dying down. You know, the era of just throwing money at shiny new AI toys? That's over. Now it's all about profitability. Some are even calling it the great optimization. So what's really causing this disconnect? Well, it often comes down to a fundamental clash. The people signing the checks and the people actually building the tech, well, they're speaking two completely different languages. What we need is a common framework to bridge that divide. So on one side, you've got CEOs demanding immediate profits. They want it now. On the other side, you have the tech teams who are wrestling with the messy, complicated reality of data security, privacy, and infrastructure. It's a classic standoff, really. You know, a report from Deloitte has this fantastic analogy for what's happening. It compares this whole shift to the one from steam to electricity. Think about it. Early factories saw zero productivity gains because all they did was replace one giant steam engine with one giant electric motor. The real gains only came when they rewired the entire factory. And for AI, there's a really powerful framework for this rewiring from IBM. It's 3 simple steps. First, eliminate all the unnecessary processes. Then, radically simplify what's left. And finally, you automate everything you possibly can, embedding AI all along the way. Now, that automate step is where the real power is, but it's also where all the hidden costs live. So to scale this stuff profitably, you absolutely have to understand the mechanics. It's time to pop the hood and take a look inside the AI engine room. Okay, here is a staggering fact that most people completely miss. Building an AI model, that's the training part, is only about 10% of the cost. The other 90%, the vast majority, comes from what's called inference. That's the cost of actually using the model to answer questions or do tasks over and over and over again. And this creates a really dangerous paradox, doesn't it? The more your customers love and use your AI, the higher your costs get, and that eats directly into your margins. Optimization isn't just a nice to have, it's literally the central battleground for survival. But here's the good news. We can absolutely fight back against these spiraling costs. It's not about finding one single magic bullet, it's about stacking a bunch of small wins. So for example, instead of using a giant expensive AI for a simple task, you right-size it with a smaller, way cheaper model. Or you can use techniques like quantization. You can think of it like compressing a huge file to make it smaller and faster. Each one of these steps multiplies your efficiency, and when you combine them, they can absolutely slash your costs. And listen, this isn't just theory, this isn't just talk. Companies that are mastering this full-stack optimization, they're already seeing massive, massive returns. Let's look at the proof. Take a US aluminum manufacturer, for instance. By using AI to predict exactly when their machinery would fail, they prevented these super costly shutdowns and saw a $5.3 million return on their investment, and that was in a single month. Or look at financial services. JP Chase deployed an AI to analyze these incredibly complex loan agreements. The result? They saved over 360,000 work hours every single year. Over in healthcare, you've got these AI-native biotech firms just slashing their early drug discovery and design cycles by up to 70%. We're talking about compressing a decade of R&D into just a few months. It's incredible. And this even works internally. Inside IBM, they used AI to streamline their HR processes. It's made their internal promotion cycles 75% faster, which frees up managers to focus on, high-value work. So, how can you apply this? What should you take away from all this? Let's distill it down into 3 key takeaways for your AI playbook. First up, treat AI as a team sport. This isn't just an IT project. Your business leaders, your IT folks, your compliance teams, they all have to be in perfect lockstep. Second, not all AI is created equal. You have to take a risk-based approach. I mean, a customer service chatbot just doesn't need the same level of scrutiny as an AI that's making financial decisions, right? And finally, don't try to boil the ocean. Start small. Find one clear win, prove the value, and then use that momentum to land and expand from there. So ultimately, it all comes down to the question on this slide. You really have to ask yourself, is your AI stock a profit engine or is it a hidden liability? Because as AI gets embedded in literally everything we do, efficiency is no longer just a feature, it's the price of admission. And the companies that master this, well, they're going to be the only ones left standing.